Aries, hi. So this is going to be a reading for March 10th through the 16th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there's an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Aries. What do we got? All right, the overall energy for the reading, the Justice card. Balance. We got balance. Good. Good. Spread the balance. Yeah. Okay. In the recent past, the Queen of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Six of Pentacles. You are not interested in giving anymore in a particular direction. There's the direction that I'm looking at where you're showing me carries a sense of equal give and take. So there is definitely something there in which you gave. And there's an energy exchange there, but no longer interested. And you're very clear about it too. Like, no. It's not, we'll see, we'll talk about it. Let me think about it. No, it's a no. I'm not interested in that direction anymore. Okay. In the current situation, the Five of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Chariot, you're pursuing more and more something that feels aligned with you as a path, as a, like if I were to ask you, I don't know, recently, apparently, hey, do you think you have a goal in this life or a path or, like what are you aspiring to? You would probably say, I don't know, but I'm feeling like I'm on the right path, which I don't think you know exactly what that means, but you are more and more aligned with that right path. And you're leaving behind, or things that are not aligned with that path are falling off as we speak. And that's one of them in the past. I think that's where it started, when you said no to whatever that was and you started aligning with something that felt more right. Okay. In the immediate future, the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, you're working on something here, but it seems to be a little bit stressful. Which doesn't have to be a big deal necessarily, we'll see. But the stress part of it, I mean. Let's clarify. Let's do the Justice card. The World card, the Strength card, the Justice card. Again, you seem to be, whether willingly or not, you seem to be aligning more and more with a path that feels right for you. That usually means when that happens, it doesn't just happen that you wake up one day and you're like, oh, I feel aligned and now everything is great. It doesn't happen like that. It happens when you start closing some stuff off and seeing that, what's going on? Like, I feel like I lean more in this direction here, but these things here don't belong there, so I need to remove these things. And a lot of the times it's not necessarily a conscious kind of a process. It's, it's more of a subconscious one. I feel like at this moment in time, you would be more conscious of it. But when it started back then, I don't think you were knowing exactly what was happening when you were saying no to certain things. And it was because you were starting to align more and more with something that felt right. So the heaviness of this is not you falling onto the right path, is what needs to be removed so that you can feel more and more like you're on the right path. And again, you seem to come out of that heaviness of removing certain things and aligning more and more with what feels right for you. Which, even if you don't know to name it, what it is exactly, it doesn't matter. It's just how you feel. So you're looking to be coming more and more into balance here and more aligned with what's right. That means that the removal part of things is not done, but you're either at a place in which you're comfortable with it and take it for what it is, or the big chunk of the removal has been done already For the Queen of Swords in the recent past, you get the Three of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the King of Cups. That's the thing, you know, because whatever that was, that one thing, that first thing that you removed, that you said no to, no more, it was working out great at some point. It was like, man, yeah, no, this is what I want. This is what feels good. And it was feeling good for that period of time of your life. But it didn't belong on the path you feel aligned with now anymore. So for the Eight of Cups, you get the Knight of Cups, the Sun, the Nine of Wands. And it started, that's what's funny about these types of journeys, because it starts, when you look back, you're like, man, and I felt something. I just didn't know what it was. You know, like I felt it in me. Because I was, you know, putting myself out there in that situation, and everything felt right and everything looked right. And at some point, I even asked myself, what's wrong with me? Am I crazy? Why am I not like vibing with this anymore? What's going on here? Thinking that something's wrong with you. No, from where I'm sitting, it's like, yep, sounds about right. From where you were at, it was like, what the hell is up with me? Why can't I be happy here? I got everything I need. Yeah. Apparently you didn't, but you didn't know that. Let's do the Six of Pentacles in the recent past. The Star, the Emperor, the Queen of Cups. I love the emphasis too. It's like, but at that time, it made so much sense and it looked so good and it felt so good. And I thought that was everything that I needed. I love the emphasis on it because it does. And that doesn't mean it's wrong. That doesn't mean you were wrong at that time. You were right for that time. You know, it was good for then, but something shifted here where it's like, that's no longer your path, your goal, your whatever you want to call it. Just doesn't resonate anymore, whatever that is, whether that's a job, a person, multiple people, a group of friends, I don't know. But and sometimes no, there's absolutely nothing wrong with those situations. They just don't line up from a frequency perspective, and it's like, gotta go. For the Five of Cups in the current situation, you got the Lovers, the Two of Swords, the Page of Wands. This is a connection that's really, really, really important with you. I feel like it does resonate with this path that you're on, with the right path or whatever. I see you kind of working through it. There's some things in there that you're working through, tied up to this connection. But it's one of those kind of a given, kind of like, yeah, I have to, you know, there's healing involved here. There's all sorts of things we got to look at. So that's what we're doing here. Okay. So it's not a big deal. Let's do the Queen of Wands. The Page of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Ten of Wands. You're definitely enjoying the journey too. Because as I said, the destination could be quite blurry to you. Could be quite, I don't know where I'm going. It just feels right to me. This path that I'm on feels right. I don't know what's at the end of it. Most people have the tendency to be like, I got to get to the end of it to see what's there because I'm so curious, you know. Not you, not at this time at least. You're in a place of, I just want to enjoy the sight. I just want to, you know, see what's along the path. And I just want to take it all in and all of that. And sometimes you're giving me a sense that that's hard to do. But most times you're definitely focused on just enjoying the journey rather than rushing to see what's at the other end of it. Let me see the Chariot. You're in a good place. Really not rushing. For the Chariot, you get the Four of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Devil. There's some potentials for partnerships here along the way on this path. Man, you look so... You're like, if I even sniff one little sign of unhealthy, no, It's not even a, let's think about it. It's, no, it doesn't belong on this path with me. So there's some things popping up for you here and there in terms of collaborations, partnerships, friendships even. Energies that want to kind of join you on this path, You're not even, no. If they're right, they're right, and I'll know. At the first sight of, something's rotten here, no. I like your attitude. You're not even like, maybe I'm wrong when I'm perceiving this as being not right or something. You're like, no, I'm not wrong. It's a no. Okay. And in all honesty, I don't think you are wrong. I think you're right in this attitude. Because I think you're pretty perceptive there, where you are going to see and feel especially what's right for this path and what's not. For the 7 of Pentacles in the immediate future, you get the 2 of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the 10 of Cups. For example, I see here a partnership that there's a lot of nurturing, a lot of working on this partnership, but it's a good one, in contrast with the one where you're, hell no, or the ones, because I feel like we're talking general here. I don't think we're specific, but this one might be a little more specific, where I see you putting effort, putting a lot of you in it, right? And it feels good. It's a great one. It's looking like it's building up on a nice foundation there. Very healthy, very loving foundation. Pretty cool. Not sure if it's a new one. Could be. Let's see the Ace of Pentacles in the immediate future. The Queen of Swords, the 6 of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles. You feel good about, there's an energy of a brand new beginning that's popping in for you, and you feel really, really good about it, but there's uncertainty. There's, again, that whole sense of, well, this path is opening up for you, but you can't see the end goal of it. Does it feel good to you? Yes, it does. But here on this one, you're kind of starting to question, but I'm kind of curious. I kind of want to see why I'm pursuing this. I kind of want to see, what's the, yeah, it feels good and all, but what's at the other end of it? What's going on there? And that creates uncertainty. That takes away from you enjoying the journey. If right now you are enjoying the sights and the views and the everything on the journey, in here you're like, ah. And the only difference here is that you're perceiving this more from a practical stance rather than just feeling your way through it. In the immediate future, you seem to be more practical, more, I want to know that 1 + 1 = 2. Whereas here, you don't need to know that. You know that from within and you feel that. You don't need to know exactly that that's what it is, And here you kind of do. Which, interestingly enough, brings a little bit of insecurity. And insecurity for your journey that you're already on. For the 9 of Swords in the immediate future, you get the 3 of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. See, that's where it's a tricky energy. Yeah, it's funny here as you're like, the first sign of unhealthy, you're gonna go. And in there, I trust you with it. And here, I no longer trust you. Because there's the impulsive decision of bringing something to an end because of your own insecurity here. When you take this journey from a perspective of just feeling your way through the path and relying on yourself in just knowing which of these partnerships coming your way are healthy and which belong on that path and which don't, I kind of trust you there. It's funny how you show up, but I kind of trust you. When you bring up the, this feels good, but then I need to know where this ends, or I need to, when your mind is coming a little more to the top there, because right now you are in the justice energy, in the balance between the mind and the heart. Over here, your mind is taken over, where your heart is like, whatever. And your mind is running the show here. And the mind always leaves room for all sorts of doubts, insecurities, questioning, stuff like that. And from the mind, I see you getting all stressed out, all insecure, all this, that, and the other, and then ending a good situation because of your own stuff that's happening in your own mind. So it's not based off of, the first sign of me feeling. It's the first sign of me thinking that something is wrong. And you might end something good here because of your own insecurities. So I would advise, as you proceed, because you're in a good place now, hold on to this place in terms of how aligned with you are, instead of falling into the trap of, your own mind, basically. Because we have that tendency, we live in this, on this planet of Earth that we are, and we do have the tendency to get stuck in practical energies all the time. And it's like, it's a very tricky place to be. Unless you're clear 100% all the time, it's a very tricky place to be and to function from. That more balanced place where your heart is in there too, yeah, keep that. That's what you got right there, and you're doing a great job with it. The minute you slip a little bit into that too practical side, can be tricky. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice. The 8 of Wands, the 7 of Cups, the Judgment card. With this one, the universe is kind of slamming me with a lot of resources. It's almost like you're accumulating a lot of information, I don't know what this is. Like you have access to a lot of resources here that contribute to your healing and to this path that you're on. And it's good resources. It's just a lot. So I don't know what you're doing here. Reading a lot of books, watching a lot of videos. I don't know what you're doing here about, self-growth, improvement. I don't know. But, my God, where the fuck did that come from? Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.